woke up at like 1:30 or something. I was watching a little bit of YouTube trying to fall back asleep, and then I saw the ad for this show. I mean, this movie on Netflix had just come out tonight or last night, whatever. Or it's like a nuclear bomb or something. I don't know. I'm that far through it. But I can't like play it in the background because it'll strike because Netflix is a bitch. I can lay this phone here on my chest right here. So I'm just gonna talk for a little bit. I'm pondering like what I gotta do, man. I already got a letter coming in the mail because I get that USPS ahead of time, like get an email thing, or you can go log in and check. So it already says from the damn county property appraiser, the state of Cheryl Broxton, because his house was still in Broxton. So I'm gonna have to start that shit sooner rather than later, I suppose. Which is a good thing. I don't need to procrastinate with all that. I just need to get it over with. The main thing I have to decide is if I'm gonna go ahead with the SSI or if I'm just gonna get a job. So I've been weighing the pros and cons of that. I've got some time, but I don't want to wait till like the last minute. You know what I'm saying? And like have to make a decision like that with all that kind of pressure. I want to make a decision ahead of time and get to going. I think, and I don't know if people like really understand that or not. Like, I'm not lazy at all. Like, I'm just not. Like when I was working at grandma's, or I've always done something. The only reason I don't get a job is just pure anxiety. It is my anxiety and just not feeling like sure of myself and stuff like that. It has nothing to do with being lazy. I mean, I would go wash dishes. I mean, you can anywhere. Fucking McDonald's is like $17 an hour now to start. I mean, I don't mind. That's good. If I ain't got no mortgage, I ain't got no, very little bills, pay back her credit card debt and the roof and pay my few bills and get by. So, but if I start the job thing, then it ruins my SSI thing because they're gonna say, oh, you've got HIV and all these mental ailments, and you haven't had a job since 2002, but now all of a sudden, you can work while you're applying for SSI. So, that's my only, I have to just make up my mind. Do I want to like, so if I get that SSI, then I can still end up working part time once I get it. But if I start working ahead before I get it, then it's just going to throw it off. So that's what I have to decide on. Because I was thinking, well, I can probably get by. Because, that's going to take like a year at least. Because I have to start completely from fresh. And then that funeral Saturday, and Angela, I'm sure, is upset. I've had time to like reflect and like spend time with myself just for days on end here, you know what I mean? And just think and lay here and kind of process everything. And Angela and them, they're just still doing dad, you know what I mean? His service isn't even, till Saturday. So they got all that. They're still like in it. So, because I wrote her, I was like, I know you're probably, bummed out and stuff. Just get with me when you feel like it. Because then I feel guilty for not going up there, but I just couldn't. I couldn't. I had to get my HIV medicine and all that. Got all that back on track. Went yesterday and they gave me 2 weeks of samples to make sure mine comes in the mail so I didn't run out and all that. And I've got my ID. I got to start this probate. I got to get things going. Because I was thinking even around here, if I get a job and my anxiety is still like bad, I figure if I'm there after a few weeks, it'll ease up. Because I try to remember like when I've had jobs in the past, it's like, you're anxious and all that in the beginning, but once you like start talking to people and you learn what you're doing, it kind of goes away. It's like when your first day of school and all that bullshit. I used to hate that. Oh my God. Just want to pass out. The anxiety. I think mom caused that into me. That being anxious all the time because she was always like, rah, 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 you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Because even if I got a part-time job, if I have like $3,000, if I can make like $2,500, $3,000 a month, I'd have it made. And there's just so many places around here. So I don't know. That's what's on my mind. And I do want to say this because I haven't really I've been really focusing on like not like peeking on YouTube and going looking at no drama because I got enough of my own, you know what I mean? All that shit going on. So I just can't. But I did go look at Beth Ferocious. So it's so weird. It is so weird. Like for some reason, I didn't look at anybody else's, but for some reason, I like had when I woke up this morning. For some reason, I wanted to go look at hers, and then I saw that she's going through all that, and I do want to tell her I'm sorry, and I know it's a bummer. And I wish the best for her and her family, and that's on God. I don't want to get. I got all my own shit going on in my life. I don't want to get emotional about other people's. I just can't afford to give up any emotions. You know what I'm saying? But I do wish the best for her and no hard feelings and all that. So that's about it. I want to get my sleeping schedule right because that's like a bummer. That makes me depressed because who wants to wake up like when the day's ending and all that. Then I tried to open a fucking Suncoast Credit Union account, which was stupid, but I did it online once I got my ID and all that, and I put $100 in save-in and $100 in check-in, and they took my money and never opened it. So I got to call them motherfuckers and say, what the fuck's going on? There's like, oh, get ready for an email, and I never got an email, a fucking text, a phone call, nothing. They're just like, thank you for the $200, see you later. I was going to go with Bank of America, and I should have, but it was like a $9 a month fee or something. Maybe my credit's too bad for the credit union, who knows? Let me see what else is going on. That's it, mums. I took that closet room kind of apart. I'm just going to make it like the cat room because I have that HEPA filter in there and I have 2 cat litter boxes. So that goes and it takes that smell away. I got all those old ass clothes of mom's and just piled them on her bed. I got all those fish tanks except for that big one out of there because I have to decide where I'm going to put it in the house. I got 2 big like plastic bins coming so I can put the fish and water in that and then move it because I looked online how to do it. It's just where I got to decide where I'm going to put it because it's going to stay there. And that's it. I think I hear Mom screeching my name every now and then, which is creepy. I'm kind of glad Smokey ain't here because then I would think I hear her all the time because he was always mumbling and talking. But it's really creepy. And then I go outside and like those owls go, I guess it's the owl goes, ooh, ooh. And then I looked on the camera door, it says pet detective, and there's a fucking possum. Fucking possum in the door. It's creepy as hell. It's like a B horror flick or something. And Mom's going, Ryan. Too funny. And I got to go pick up her remains and all that. That guy, I paid them like a couple, I don't even know, because I felt like they were like pressuring me right away to pay. I was like, dear God. So I was going to wait till her social security check went in and then pay it with that. And I just went in and put it on the card. And I was like, I'll pay it once we get down the road to the probate or whatever, because I'm going to have to pay all that shit back because I put all my name on, and I don't mind doing it. It ain't that much, and I'm getting it. It helps me get by when I need it, so I can fix my credit too or whatever. Because I put me as a authorized user on all those accounts, you know. So it affects my credit then, so. Because between the credit card debt and the roof, it's like $20,000 at best. That's all the debt there is, so that ain't bad. That's less than a fucking car, so. And then the county, did I say that at the beginning? Not the county already sent a damn thing saying to the estate of Cheryl. Oh, yeah, I think I did say that. So I got to open that today and see what I looked up the rules and it says like her homestead exemption, because she's like grandfathered in since 1992 and this house was like $63,000 when she bought it. So they go by a different value. There's like the adjusted value, there's all these different values. And so even since she didn't do any kind of proper will thing and all that, I'll lose that probably good homestead that she has. It's just so complicated, but so I might have to go for 1 year here. But I've lived here for so long, they should just like, I don't know, I got to figure it out because it says about spouses. But you got to remember too, Mom filed me on her taxes as an adult disabled child because I fall under the ADA, the American Disabilities Act, for HIV, and I am fully disabled. I just don't pull a check from the government. But she still claimed me on that because I didn't have any income. They can see my social security number hasn't put any income, since like 2002. And she, she took care of me. She provided all my stuff. So I can file her taxes, it says on there, for this year. So I can use that to pay the property taxes for the 1 year if they're higher. Anyway, because right now with homestead exemption and all that, it's like I pay it in the 4 payments, and so we didn't have to come up with it all at once. And it's like 270 now, 4 times a year or something, which isn't horrible, which isn't great because it feels like having a fucking HOA because you always got that damn payment. But anyway, what else? That's really about it. I've been loving on my cats. These cats, oh my God, I love these cats so much. It's probably like I need to see a psychiatrist. That's how much I'm obsessed with these cats. I'm like a weird lady, like that thinks she's like birthing. Like I could see myself going down the street with a stroller with cats in it, like that kind of cuckoo. Like where I just talk to them like they're my little children. Oh my God. I can't even imagine going away for like, because I think I'm going to go to Angela's for Thanksgiving. I was looking at Amtrak, but if I get on a fucking Amtrak, that's a whole day that's just wasted pretty much. And then one on the way back too, but I don't want to fly. The plane tickets are cheap, like $300. Plus the Capital One credit card, I have $100 travel thing. So if I book my ticket through there, I just am so scared to get on a plane because there really hasn't been a plane crash in quite a while. So it'll be like, that'll be both my parents died within like, a couple days. So it wouldn't be too far fetched for me to get on a plane and that plane go, psh, no, it'd fall. And I'd have to live through the whole fall part until it crashed and exploded. Oh my God. Yeah, so that's my dilemma with that. Do I risk getting on a plane and save a day there and back, or do I stay on the ground? Trying to think of anything else. That's it. I started like taking some stuff off the walls because I was going to paint in here. Just kind of like, if I want to paint, because I can stop smoking now because without her here, like even my smoking's less now because I got to get my lazy butt up and go to the gas station. And I won't buy a carton at all. I'll buy 1 pack of Marlboro 100s and then make that last me a couple of days. So I figure I can upgrade to Marlboros since I ain't buying 2 packs of cigarettes at a time. What else? Oh yeah, I got to go pick up Mom from that cremation people, and I don't want to do that. And I got some crosses and stuff I'm gonna like polish up and shine up that were Mom send to all the girls and my sister and stuff, and have one cross that's kind of like can be a boy's too. It's like sterling and turquoise because Mom had all those crosses. So do that, something nice, so they'll have a keepsake. That's it. I miss my grandma. My grandma is so good in situations like this and like calm and just loving. And because I will say this, Mom was a bitch. Mom was just horrible. Mom's kind of like Trump, like just horrible person. But she was right about a lot of things. I'll give her that. And in retrospect, I see it and I give her props. And when she was alive, I give her props for that. But just because she was horrible doesn't mean she wasn't right about some shit. So, it is what it is. I got to be a big boy. So, I got my 4 children to take care of. I do wish I would have gave them away when they were little kids. I ain't going to lie. That's put a cramp on my life for the next, 15, 20 years. I'm going to have to go through 4 separate deaths. Oh, my God. Maybe they'll outlive me. Anyway, I'm trying to think if there's anything else because I ain't looking at chat or nothing. I'm going to finish watching my House of Dynamite movie on Netflix and see who sent the nuclear bomb and if it lands. And that's it. I really ain't wishing nobody no hate or nothing bad. I just ain't got it in me. You kind of like, I don't know. When you go through like something bad or major, it kind of makes other shit, it's like blah, you know what I'm saying? It's like I wish that was the only shit I had to worry about now was like, Lindy lives and, suicide trolls and all that. That would be a piece of cake if that's all I had to worry about. And I got to fucking worry about property appraisers and damn probate judges and all that bullshit and feeding my little babies and keeping a roof over my head. So anyway, trying trying to think if there's anything else because I probably ain't gonna be on here for a few more weeks. I just ain't had, I just ain't had it in me. I go through phases where I'm like, oh yay, and I'm walking outside and taking the garbage out, and then like later I'm like all depressed and crying. It's either one or the other. I just want it to like mellow out a little bit. I'm gonna go back to the regular doctor November 3rd. I'm gonna press them. It's like, I need some fucking Xanax. I've always been on a prescription benzo since I was like 19 or something, like on and off. And I can't afford to buy them on the internet because I did like last month. And let me tell you, even with illicit narcotics, there is inflation these days. I used to be able to buy so many pills off the internet for like just dirt cheap. They'd come from India, all that shit. Now it is like you got to have some money to buy that shit to get hooked on those fucking internet pills. And then you got to worry about them being God only knows what fentanyl and all that. That's why I only like them when they come from the fucking CVS. So anyway, I hope everybody's doing great. If you hate me, at least take comfort in that I'm miserable and I've got to do all this shit. But I'm not really like, I'm like nervous about getting a job. I know I could do it. I mean, I could go somewhere and wash fucking dishes. I ain't even gotta, if someone with an IQ of 40 can wash a fucking dish. I used to do that at Denny's when I was like 16, 17. So I think I can load a dishwasher. But, and it'll be good because I'll meet people and, meet people at work, buy drugs from them, whatever. I mean, you know what I mean? You like have a Mars like social circle, when you talk to people at work, you spend that much time there. So it'll be a good for me. Anyway, well, I hope everybody has a good night. I'm going to go see Who's Sending a Bomb to Chicago on Netflix, and I'm probably going to go back to bed. And I appreciate everybody that's been nice to me or like, at least not been horrible to me. I do appreciate it very much, and I appreciate everybody that's been kind of nice. Even Ashley, if she was trolling me. And Charlotte's been cool, and I appreciate everybody. So anyway, have a great night. Bye.